went off-roading yesterday down in Penrose. We ran Independence Trail, and we didn't do an after-trail review of what happened because it was late.
Really late.
We were tired, and if I was going to stay married, it was time to go. And it went pretty smooth. I'd say it was. Success. Cheers.
Huge success.
Good job.
Yeah.
Job well done. Wheeling over. Pretty much nothing went as we'd hoped.
Tell me, what's up?
Hello! Happy 4th of July! The Jeep is back! So, I thought, after the Moab trip, I thought that might be the end of that content for a while. But we have a new plan. We're going to race it. We got to meet a lot of safety requirements, one of which is to get waste bladdered fuel cells. This is not where it'll be mounted. This is not how it will be mounted. Obviously, it's currently a ratchet strap. But the pickup in our stock tank start acting up again. I'm just done with it. We'll be going EFI on the engine. We'll go to obviously higher pressure. This tank's going to be mounted under the Jeep. But this is a small step towards that process. So, for today, it is very securely ratchet strapped in. We are here on Independence Trail on Independence Day. It's in Penrose, Colorado. It's about 45 minutes from our place, which is awesome. This is the easiest, but that doesn't mean it's easy. It's a pretty legit trail. Here just have some fun, but kind of test the Wagoneer out a little more. James, you've unbolted your sway bar. Rear locker's still in there.
Rear locker's still
in the rear.
In the rear, not working. Yeah. And we still have the granny steps. Oh, I did install a new drag link.
I saw that. That's fancy looking. Yeah. This little drop in here is kind of cool, a little spicy. I don't think I'm going to walk it. We're just going to go for it. And if I do it wrong, then it gets real spicy.
living his best life.
All I did there was just try and lean out the idle fixture a little bit. It's been dying a lot, and I didn't really want to tinker with the carb. I mean, nothing against the carb, but you know, you change elevation, you change whatever. In this case, we have different fuel pump, different fuel pressure. But I've got EFI at home. I already own my ProFlow 4 Edelbrock EFI system for this. I don't want to spend much more time worrying about this, I just want that. But let's get him to win enough today that I'll try and lean it out a little so it doesn't die on me.
Made that look harder than it was.
It's my skill in life. Make the simple look challenging, make the challenging look impossible. We had a failure of our factory tank pickup, and so in a hurry I threw the cell in here with this excellent mount of what single ratchet strap, and as expected it came back to bite me as it came and hit my regulator, which had a gauge right here, which is now broken. So that you can see is missing the gauge. It was leaking there, so what we've done is taken some chewing gum and jammed it in the hole. You can see there's chewing gum on the outside there, what was this thread sealant. So now I have not only stopped the leak, but I've made my fuel minty fresh. We're going to say it's fixed and something. still pretty high on the top.
Dropping on this side here in a minute. Dropping.
Keep dropping.
Dropping on the right rear. Dropping. You're clear. Thank you. Yep.
What I do for you.
Yeah! Get the camera!
It's overheating enough where I can taste the antifreeze in the air.
You cycle the key for me real quick. Just click it to the on position for a second. One more. Yeah, that's it. Off. Yeah, it's just dumping that out. What's going on, I think we mentioned, was we broke the fuel gauge, the pressure gauge that was on our regulator back there. And it's got a hole in it that's leaking fuel out. Well, I have an 1/8 inch MPT plug in the manifold here. And so I'm going to swap that with this guy because the tiny vacuum leak this will provide, I don't really care about right now. It's running like gas anyways. And then that guy will work perfect for, there we go, and a regulator to replace this. So we should be good to go after this. Engine's still quite hot, but if I can if you'll just get me up this part, I'll let it cool off for a good amount. I might be lying, but it doesn't need to know that.
That doesn't sound good.
Don't like that.
Stop. Let me come down.
What broke?
The U-joint. What fell first? Actually, off U-joint, hard to say, but this one, it looks like it actually might have legit broke the U-joint, which I say it like that because it's sort of rare. These spicers are pretty dang strong. This is a nice keeper of paperweight. Should prove you're a real wheeler. The problem now is we need to winch him out to make sure he's got three-wheel drive. Well, sort of. Real locker.
Open in the rear.
But if you spin this axle and you have both axles together, you can actually push the ball joints out and the wheel falls off. It would never happen on the street, you know, when you're in two-wheel or whatever. I said never, somebody's probably, but well, I'm not too worried about that. But coming out of here, we'll probably need to keep you low. But I mean, we got to just be gentle and keep it as straight as we can with the wheel and just use the winch a lot. Damn, let me see what's going on here.
Honestly, you got a little too far driver.
Oh, yeah.
Or you were aiming way over here?
Yeah, that's not where I wanted to be. And if I had more committed on that first go, my foot actually slipped off.
Oh, really?
The flip-flops. Yeah. Ha! Yeah, buddy, that was practice right there. Did you see that?
After 2 hours, yeah.
Oh, oh, you just, I mean, yeah, I can tell. I know you're all hot and bothered right now.
Oh, I see what's going on.
You can see his upper ball joint, how it's separated there, it's pulled apart a little bit.
Yeah.
And you see how the outer C of the axle shaft is binding on the inner C. So not of the axle shaft, but of the knuckle itself. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to use this. I'm going to snatch block to that axle so it's pulling it upwards as we try and go forwards. The goal here is to pick up this wheel, or at least lighten the load on it. Yeah. And if you'd like to know if we do this all the time, I've never done it like this. So first time for everything. So this is not ideal because the distance isn't that great there, but what we're trying to do is, and you can see it actually pick up over there, see? You only have one tire on the ground right now. That's the only tire on the ground. That's insane. It's because obviously of how we're doing this.
How scary does that feel right now?
Not at all. No, right then. Shit. You good?
Yeah, you're fine. Your new drag length broke.
Yay.
Well, not the beef part. Where it threads in came apart. It looks like it didn't have a whole lot of thread contact. It split it. Here's where to make a plan of attack here.
Go get margaritas.
I'm gonna send the girls in the Waggy. I'll take you guys up top. I'll send you off. I want you to go get us all lots of delicious drinks. Yes. And then James and I will get this, keep working on it. I'll drive you up that right now. We get to the last ledge, which has gotten very hard on the exit. It died, and then it wouldn't start again. And just wouldn't even engage the flywheel. It would just grind away and do nothing. And then I lost a radiator. And that's not that those were my only issues, but those were the ones that stopped us from making any forward progress in my Jeep. We finally called some friends. We called backup, a good friend and neighbor, Rick. I had him grab my ramp truck thinking, well, we'll just pull it right on up with the ramp truck. We'll get the Wagoneer out of here. And then, you know, we'll deal with your situation. The ramp stopped working, and the ramp's hydraulic, and we found the power steering pump just bit the dust. And that led to a whole new fiasco. Even after we got the Jeep out with it, I had to figure out how to lay the ramp back down so I could drive my truck home. And we used winch lines, and we broke a winch, and it was just the worst. Pretty much nothing went as we'd hoped. And so we called our friend Ian, who you've also seen in previous videos, and he brought his truck and trailer. You lost an axle shaft. You definitely have some ball joints that need replaced associated with that.
Yeah.
And then you lost a drag link, which you had developed a new steering system. It was a soft shackle to one wheel.
Soft shackle on the tie rod.
So it was winch steering.
Winch steering.
Whoa! Oh yeah, it's bad.
Not even gonna have to replace that.
It'll be perfectly aligned.
Yeah. Yeah. So I can steer again.
Yep. So just drive it on out of here. I think the ending of Independence was amazing if we didn't destroy everything.
But we did.
Yeah,
We
so
destroyed everything.
I can't think of how it could have gone better.